There's no space that his love can't reach.
So, my name is David Crowder, and I'm thrilled to announce that we have a new single coming out under the name Crowder, which is very different than where we were in the past. Now it's just Crowder, and it's a new group of people. The title of the record that'll be released in February is Neon Steeple, and you can kind of tell what you're getting into as far as the sound of things goes. It's like Porch meets computer, Porch music and computer music all in one place at the same time. And we have a brand new single that'll be a little hint of what's going to be coming in February, and it's titled I Am. And I had the privilege of writing with a guy by the name of Ed Cash, and went out to his studio. It's in his house outside of Franklin, Tennessee, with beautiful rolling hills, very pastoral, green pasture out the window with hay bales laying in the lawn. It was just glorious to look outside. And so I brought this idea to Ed. I said, listen, I want to, the name of God when it's revealed seems like a very big moment in history. And he says, I am. And that evokes the idea of presence, of being, like in his name is presence. And for me, that is one of the greatest hopes of the Christian faith, that no matter where you are in life, you live and breathe in the very presence of God, and he has given access to himself. The creator of the universe has given access to us, and that's gorgeous. But so many times I forget about that, and I need to be realigned to that reality. But I know how I feel when stuff's going on and life's difficult. I feel like I'm clinging on to this hope that this is true, that when he reveals himself, says his name, and then further reveals himself, sends his son Emmanuel, God with us, that idea, that thing is what I hold to. And so the chorus of the song is I am holding on to you, and the brilliance I think about relationship with the divine is that we find that in these moments when we feel like the desperation, this clinging, we hold to this hope, we find that he's actually holding us in his hands much more intensely than we could hope or dream. And so it was immediately the things started flowing. Ed we got onto this. He kept talking about these guys that had just left. He had a group of Ugandan orphans at his house down in the basement recording music for a few days right before I'd gotten there, and he just couldn't quit talking about the sparkle and the light in their eyes, the smiles they had when they're singing and talking about Jesus. And to see these kids coming from the circumstances they're coming from and still hold on to this hope, and you just see rescue in their face. He couldn't quit talking about it. And so that led us into the first verse where it's take me in with your arms spread wide, take me in like an orphan child, and that's us. I mean, we're displaced people, and to have the divine wrap his arms around us and hold to us as we hold to him is just a beautiful thought. So I really hope this song is as meaningful to you as it was to me and Ed as we sat with these ideas in that room together.